Good morning, everybody. We're going to start in a few minutes. We'll wait for the rest of the audience to join us, but welcome. And as I said, we'll begin in a few more minutes. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. We're just waiting for the audience to join. We're going to begin in about 2 or 3 minutes. Thank you. I can see a few more people coming in. Thank you. We're going to start in about 2 or 3 minutes. We still have audience members joining us. Thank you all for coming. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. As I said, we'll begin shortly. Thank you. I can see a few more people joining us. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon. We're going to give it another 2 minutes and then we'll make a start. This is just a brief introduction, so it won't take long. I just want to make sure that everybody can get into the room first. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. We're going to start in 2 minutes. Just waiting for the rest of the audience to join, and then we'll make a start. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Varisian Hydromet Network. Really pleased to see so many of you joining us this morning. Before we begin in earnest, I just wanted to start with a few housekeeping notes. Obviously, we've built this network mainly for hydromet services and met services. We now have over 1,000 members. 80% are from met services and water authorities. which we're really pleased about. I mean, if we break that down, that represents about 80% of the Met Services globally, and a good number of individuals from each Met Service as well. So we're very happy with the support that you've given us, and we really hope that you like the content so far. One of the things we're committed to do is to listen to our membership. So a lot of the ideas for content have been generated by you guys, essentially. And one of the areas you've asked us to look at is air quality forecasting. We know that it's something that in the past hasn't traditionally been done by Met Services, but we also know that's the way things are moving. You know, we've looked closely at WMO policy. We've looked at the needs of stakeholders in your respective countries. And we've just looked at the broadening of services that Met Services are now expected to provide and actually are providing. So today is really taking a deep dive into all of these areas. We're really happy that the speaker lineup is so good. We have genuinely, we have collected some of the world's experts on air quality forecasting, on air quality policy. I'm incredibly pleased that we do have this representation, because I think it's going to create a really good knowledge sharing exercise for the audience. Before we begin, remember this is pretty interactive. You know, we've always had lots of questions at our events. Please continue with that. If you type your questions into the box while you're watching the proceedings, into the chat box or the Q&A box, one of the Verition team will put your questions to the speakers. We're also ending the session with a panel discussion. So if you don't get the opportunity to ask questions at the end of the presentations, or if something occurs to you later on today, please join us for that panel discussion. You know, once again, we are a community. We are incredibly appreciative for all of you showing up today. We want to thank the speakers, and we also want to thank our sustaining members, because, you know, it's a bit of a cliche, but without them, we couldn't build something like this. So very happy to have all of you here. And without that, I want to formally open the event Air Quality Detection or Air Quality Forecasting from Met Services. And I'm going to hand over to my colleague Katie for the first panel. So if you want to move from this session to the next session, now is the time. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.